Are you looking to make some gold in New World? Well, I'm going to show you in this video how you can make some gold. Now, it's actually quite easy to make gold in New World if you understand how the economy works. A lot of people think that, oh, everything is just cheap and you're not going to make any gold. But the economy is actually changing every day, even every hour sometimes. So I play for about 10 hours per day, and I notice the economy changing all the time throughout the day. Now, I'll do a separate video on how I find out what people are buying from the trading post. That's not what this video is about, but what I do want to show you in this video is something that you can sell right now that's selling for quite a good amount of gold on my server, and apparently it's selling for quite good gold on a few of my friends' servers as well. So what you want to do is you got to kind of understand that as the game evolves and people level up and create different things and more high quality things, they need specific materials. So for example, if we go down here to furniture, and I noticed that a lot of people are starting to create this type of stuff for their furniture and that. Now what they need is oil. Okay, now at the start of the game, right, no one really needed oil. So when oil was uploaded to the marketplace, it was cheap. But now the orders are actually getting chewed up pretty quickly, especially on my server. And this stuff is selling for quite a good amount of gold right now. And this is what you need to look out for when you're trying to make gold in New World. So let me show you the price that this is selling for right now. And then I'll actually show you where you can find the oil. This is what works for me. I figure out what people need at the specific time. Okay, so if we go into here and we go to resources and we go to raw resources and down to oil. Now, oil is selling on my server for around about 0.87 cents. Now, these orders are actually getting chewed up pretty quickly. So this one actually just got put up right now. And there were actually some on here today for around about $1. Now, what happens is when the server is at its peak, so the server's at the quiet time right now, but once people start to come on, these orders will start to get chewed up, and then people will start to sell for like 99 cents, $1, and all that sort of stuff. That's how an economy works. When there is demand, these orders get chewed up. But these are selling right now on my server at this point in time for around about 0.87. I have been selling a lot of oil and making a lot of gold. Now in 2 days time or in a week, oil might not be selling for this. It might be selling for 0.1 cents. It just depends on supply and demand. So where can you actually find the oil that you can go and mine? All right, guys, there's a few places that you can find oil, although there's not a lot of places on the map that you can do it. So the first one that I would recommend if you're kind of around this area of the map is going to be to the right side of Cutlass Keys. There's quite a few oil pockets down around here. There's a few over here, but you do need to be a little bit of a higher level. And there's some up here, but it's going to take you quite a while to go walk around and get all of these. So I would recommend if you're in this area is to go around here. Now where I get mine from, and this is because I actually have a house up in Weaver's Fen, so I can easily just fast travel there. I get mine from Weaver's Fen. Now I get a lot of oil from this area. So I would recommend if you can come up to this area is to come up to here and get, look, there's just oil everywhere. It's all over the place. So you can get oil really, really quickly from Weaver's Fen. And then what I do is I basically have a house in Weaver's Fen, so I fast travel there, and then I fast travel back to the inn down in Windsor Ward, and that's where I'm selling my oil because that's where it's selling the most, and that's where it's selling the fastest. Now, another thing you guys want to do is you want to figure out where you should be selling this oil. You don't just want to sell it in any town because you want to actually make sure that there is a demand. So the best way to do that is to go to the map, click on the city, or the town, settlement, whatever you want to call it, and make sure that the workshop where you create the furniture is on a tier 4 because that's the one that uses the oil, or tier 4 or higher. You don't want to go and sell it in a town, let's say like, or even Cutlass Keys here is tier 5, which is good, but you don't want to sell it in a town like tier 2, okay, because they're not going to be using much oil. Right? So you definitely want to make sure that you're selling it in a town that has a high tier workshop, because those are the people that are going to actually be buying the oil in those particular settlements, and that's where the oil goes for a good price. There's a lot of people that complain that the marketplace in New World is saturated, it's dead, and no one makes gold. You have to know where to sell products. You have to know what products are actually selling. So it's not supposed to be easy, right? It's not supposed to be easy for everybody to make gold. It's an economy. You have to treat it like an economy. All right, guys, so that's how I've been making gold. What I sell on the marketplace really depends on the day. I try to figure out what's actually selling, and I will do another video on what I look for when I'm trying to figure out what's selling on the marketplace. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that video and turn on notifications. But oil right now in my server is making me a lot of gold. It could make you a lot of gold in your server as well. Just figure out what people are going to need in the future or what people need at this point in time, and you can make really good gold in New World.